those guys are amazing. They are working on a suspended scaffold here in Midtown Manhattan.
Guys, what's up everyone, this is Gaurav. Welcome back to another video. As you are knowing that I'm making a series of job and internship search strategies, so here I am with another video explaining you about what to expect when you are applying for a job, and also for the remote candidates, because this is a unknown era, the COVID era, where everything is happening virtual. So it's very important that you are aware of what's going on around the world and how the recruiters are acting. So I have made many previous videos in which I have explained how to stand out and what do recruiters expect from a remote applicant. In this video I'm going to tell you the hiring strategies of the remote recruiters, like what are the strategies they use to hire a remote candidate, because you need to be aware of what are the systems they use, or what are the strategies they use, so that you can be prepared and you know exactly what is going to happen next. So it's very important to identify the strategies which recruiters might use. So I'm going to focus on some of the strategies which recruiters might be applying to hire a remote candidate, because it's really important for the recruiters to select the right candidate. So in this video we are going to learn those strategies and hope those strategies will help you out. In this video I'm going to tell you that. So if you want to know what are those strategies which recruiters might use to hire a remote candidates, please keep on watching. So number one point is recruiters use ATS system to filter out the potential candidates regarding the job position. Now what is ATS system? ATS system is applicant tracking system. So what happens is, because of this online world, when a recruiter posts a job, when a company posts a job, there are thousands of applicants who are applying to the same position. Now suppose that job position requires a master's degree, and if someone does not have a master's degree in their resume, they do not want to spend their time in looking for your resume. So what they use is ATS system, in which they filter out that only candidates with master's degree are allowed to. When the screening happens in the ATS system, only master's students can go through and their resume will be selected, other than the people who do not have the master's degree will be rejected. So in short, it is like a filter. When there is, suppose, a water tap and you need to filter out the water, you use the filter, right? So when the water passes, all the dust and all the unnecessary chemicals, they just settle down in that filter and the pure water comes out. In the same fashion, or a similar way, ATS system, only potential candidates, they come out of the ATS system, and out of which they will select few for the interview process. So that, guys, this is very important when you make your resume, because if most of the company, like 95% companies, big companies, and also now smaller companies, they use ATS system. So it's very important to have a good format of your resume and have bullet points of each and every thing you accomplished in your experiences and in your lifespan or your career. So make sure you build a good resume. We will come to the resume topic in some other video, but just make sure that you are up to date. Now the next point is recruiters encourage video cover letters and other fun formats. What I mean by that? Now I have been telling to everyone and every student that in order for you to stand out from thousands of applications, you need to do something which everyone does not do. Just make a short video about yourself, brief video explaining what you did, what is your experience, and how you currently fit into this job role. And if you are an international, explain to them why being an international is an advantage to their company and how you will be productive if you are selected for this role. Just make a short video. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a background, maybe plain background. Explain to yourself and explain to them about yourself, that how you did, where you graduated from, what are your experiences. And now if you notice, a video format is much more entertaining than just reading a piece of paper. I don't know why, but it connects more to the person if they are watching your video. Now when you are watching me talking, you feel like a little bit of connection rather than if you read something which I have posted online or some things like that. So it's definitely about the connection, and always try to stand out of the crowd. And definitely I guarantee you that if you do such kind of small video of a cover letter or explaining what are your qualifications and who are you in a short video, I'm pretty sure the recruiters will get back to you and you will have a positive feedback, and they will definitely appreciate your additional step which you took. So always remember, you just make a short video and send it to them.
As you can see, the sun is out. Today is a pretty day. Reflections of the building, the water is shining, and it's a good day today.
The next strategy which recruiters use is recruiters host webinars and virtual career fairs to scoop out the talent which they are looking for. What do I mean by that is, while you attend a virtual career fair or while you are on a webinar, they can judge your profile, they can judge you, and they can see how your communication skills are, how are you presentable or not, how is your confidence level in interacting with people, how is your communication skills, and all those virtual things which are needed in a remote candidate if you're working virtually in this type of COVID era. I have also made a video regarding this specific topic, like which are the qualifications which a recruiter looks in a remote candidate. But let's not divert to the topic, that's a different video, you can go and watch it. But it is very important that you perform well in your virtual career fair. So make sure that you are prepared for it, you are presentable, and you are confident enough while you are talking to that recruiter. You have to have an eye contact and you don't have to mumble around. You have to be confident, your communication skills should be good, and that's about it. Like if you present yourself well and if you are answering everything confidently, then it should not be a problem. But this is another way of recruiters to sort out the candidates, is by watching you, how you perform behind the screen, because it's just like meeting you in person, but it's just that you are not in front of them, but they can see you, they can see how nervous you are. And it's okay to be nervous, but just make sure you are confident and you have good communication skills. And I mean, it's very important to communicate and express yourself when it comes to finding a job and also in any kind of work you do, because if you do not explain it properly, there might be some misunderstanding and you might miss out that opportunity. So make sure you are prepared for a virtual career fair, and also you are prepared for webinars when the recruiters try to sort out the applicants.
Those guys are amazing. They are working on a suspended scaffold here in Midtown Manhattan. As you can see, it's pretty cool. You need some brave souls. These contractors are amazing.
The next strategy which recruiters use is they use social media platform to attract and connect with all the candidates. Now, as you know, LinkedIn is a great tool for your job application and also to connect to people. And by posting job on LinkedIn, recruiters are trying to connect to you, and also make sure your social media profile, at least LinkedIn, is pretty much professional than the other social media platform. Picture is about 1,000 words. It can replace 1,000 words. So it's like, it's very important to be professional in your profile pictures on social media, and also make sure you have the same profile picture in all social media if possible, because if they look it up on, suppose they looked it up on LinkedIn and they want to look it up on like YouTube or Instagram, then if they find the same picture, then it would be guaranteed to them that okay, this is the same person we are looking for. Because it's very important that you make your LinkedIn profile very professional and mention all your experiences and all your skills that you have. And also I recommend you guys to at least post something on LinkedIn every week, or maybe if it's possible try to post every 2 days on LinkedIn, because recruiters be looking on LinkedIn profiles, and if they know that you have those skills which they are looking for, and if you post yourself, you express yourself, it is very likely that they will contact you. Even though you are not looking for a job, they will look at your profile and they will be impressed and they might try to connect to you. So please make sure you have a professional LinkedIn profile, and also try to post on social media accounts, relate whatever you like regarding your career field and try to express yourself. So they also use this strategy of selecting and identifying the potential candidate.
It's a nice view. That's Brooklyn over there, as you can see. It's a pretty view, and this is a hotel. It matches with the sky, and then there is a chopper flying over there.
Another strategy which recruiters use is they identify your soft skills while video conferencing with you or video interviewing you. Now it is very important to have soft skills like communication, networking skills, and while doing that on interview, like I was mentioning in the previous point, that it's very important that you are presentable and they can judge you while you are on a webinar or a virtual career fair. The same goes with your video conferencing or a video interviewing. When you are giving an interview, they will be able to check your soft skills. What I mean by soft skills is, how do you communicate with people? How much is your confidence level? How do you answer the questions? Do you mumble, or are you confident enough to answer? Because these things are very much needed in a corporate world. When you go for your meetings, or when you have to explain something, like in a construction field, if you're a project manager like me, then you might have to explain certain tasks to the contractors, and you might have to communicate to various stakeholders. And it's very important that you know how to communicate to people. So communication is the key to success, it is said. It's very important to develop your soft skills, and they will identify those soft skills during the interview. So always remember to communicate well, to be very confident while speaking, and don't be overconfident, but be confident enough and be to the point. Don't make stories, just be to the point. If a certain specific questions is asked, like what are your weaknesses, then just say that what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, then just explain your strength, giving a short example. How do you solve it? What are the problems you solved? Just explain to them scenario, and don't stretch it to many, like 5 minutes long. It has to be like to the point, short and simple, and you are good to go.
This is pretty cool. If you look from the roof, it's on the 28th floor from the roof. It looks pretty cool.
Another strategy which recruiters use is they regularly track candidates' follow-ups and thank yous. Why is it important to send a thank you note or a thank you letter to a recruiter after applying or after interviewing for that position? It's very important because they keep track of how your etiquettes are, how did you perform, did you say thank you to them after the interview, because it's a kind of appreciation. Like, you have to appreciate their time, that they took out certain time from their work to interview you and know about your skills. So it's always better to write a thank you letter. And also the follow-up, suppose you interviewed for a job and it has been 2 weeks since they got back to you, I will say max to max within the 7-day period you should follow up that, hey, I applied for this position and I interviewed for this position last week. then what happened to them, what is the next procedure. Let me know if you need any more information from my side. So it's very important to follow up and also to say thank you that they took out their sweet time and talk to you regarding that position. And recruiters, they identify those candidates, and I am pretty much sure that they select those candidates who have taken their extra step, extra time to follow up and to say thank you to the recruiters after their job application, and also after, definitely after their job interview, because it's very important. It shows that how professional you are and how much you appreciate their time and concern. So always remember to follow up and always thank you after your interview with the recruiter. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you got some information and you know what strategies the recruiters might use to identify those potential candidates for the job application that they have posted online. Because in this virtual world, it is very important that you are familiar with all the processes which goes on, and it's great to have these skills. And always keep in mind, all this series which I'm making, every point which I tell you is somewhat important and you should focus on that. And that's it. And I also post more information on my Instagram, so if you want to be on my journey on Instagram too, that will be very helpful. And that's all, and I will see you in the next video with some more information.